Hi everyone, welcome back. In this lesson we are going to refine the fall and also the mountain. I'll go and find the fall. We will use the smudge tool again and we will work on it. So I went ahead and tried many different styles of the fall until I got something that I like. For now I'm going to speed it up. I just want you to see how many times I try to make this fall nicer. And at the end I will show you the final look that I go with. I tried several times to make this nicer and I failed. This was the last one. I'm going to use the eraser tool to remove this one. Just like this, and then I will use the smudge tool to recreate it. I want the water to go to this direction and then come down, just like this. Okay. So this process needs a lot of patience and it needs a lot of tries until you get something that you like. As you can see, I'm keep undoing stuff because the look that I want is not coming easy. Okay, I think like this we are good. Maybe we'll come back to it to refine it. For now I need to add the shadow for the fall. The shadow should be on the hand. We are going to use the shadow layer that we created earlier. Which is this one. And I will get the color from the hand, the shadow of the hand. It will be this area. Press OK. Make sure that you select the brush tool. This is the smudge tool. We will go ahead and choose the brush tool, increase the size. The opacity is 4 by the way, and we are going to create our shadow on the hand like this. Okay, we are good like this. Now the next thing we are going to do is to add some of the blur to the edges of the mountain. I'm going to select it, use the blur tool, which is this one, and we will blur the edges like this. By the way, the strength of the blur is 13. Like this we are blending the mountain with the background. We will do the same for the ice cream cone. I'll make this area a bit blurry so it looks more realistic. If you think you blurred an area too much, you can just Ctrl Z. Perfect, we are good like this. I'll get back to my fall. I want to refine it even more. I'm going to select the fall layer. And then we will use the smudge tool to refine this edge. So I just want to make this edge smoother. By the way, I'm pressing Ctrl Z to undo it, because if you don't get what you want, you will undo it. Okay, let's keep it like this. The next thing we're going to do is to add the clouds. We'll just drag and drop it over here. Make it a bit smaller. And then press on the Option or Alt and move it down like this to make a copy. We will make it bigger like this. Make the cloud this size. We will add a mask to it. And then we will remove some of the parts. Just to make it more transparent. Okay, I don't like it like this. I'm going to move it here. Let's make it smaller and see. Still not nice. I'm going to flip it. Just make sure that you're selecting this cloud. And we are going to flip it like this. Stretch it like this. Okay, and then we are going to use the mask tool to remove some part of it. Make sure you select the mask, and we are using the black color. The opacity of it will be 27. Just paint over it like this to remove some of the parts. And we will keep it like that. I will go and find the haze layer, select its mask, and you are going to remove some of the parts. We will make it more transparent like this. Let's go back to our small cloud. We are going to duplicate it and put it behind the mountain. Select the cloud and press on the Option or Alt and move it like this. Sorry. This is the cloud. I will put it behind the mountain. Just put it somewhere around here. And then we will play with the size. I will stretch it like this. And we will give it a mask to remove parts of it. Use the black color on the brush. The opacity of the brush is 16. And we will remove parts of it like this. I'll go to the cloud that we just created in the front and I'll remove this part. I'm going to move this cloud up a bit and stretch it. Let's stretch it. And we are good like this. This one as well, I need to remove some parts of the haze. We still have some dark area of this layer. So I will select this mask, use the brush tool to remove these dark areas that we have with the haze layer. Just like this, remove it. I'm not sure if you have these, but if you have them, remove it like that. Let me play with the other cloud as well that we have, which is this one. Let's make it smaller a bit and move it up. I mean, I want to mix it with the other cloud that we have. Somewhere around here will be good. Make it less stretched. Let's go to the cloud that we have behind the mountain. I'll make it smaller as well. And we are good. As you can see, on the fall we have a problem. Obviously you put some of the cloud between the shadows and the lights and the fall. Let's check on the layer panel. And as you can see, these clouds are between the fall and the shadow and the light of the fall. So I'll put it above them. We still have a problem. The clip mask is gone. We need to clip mask these lights and shadow to the fall again. So I will use the Option or Alt and click on it. Just like this. We have everything in order again. The next thing, I'm going to make a layer on this cloud so we can make a shadow of it. I'll make an empty layer over it. We will call it shadow. And we are going to clip mask it to this cloud. Then we will use the brush tool, but first we need to change the blending mode to the multiply. I'll change the size of the brush and I will press I to get the color from this area, and press B for the brush. We can now paint over it. The opacity is too high. Bring down the opacity. And now we will paint over the cloud. Make sure that you paint over it carefully. Here we just want to make a variation with our clouds. I think we are good like this. I'll paint a bit more on it. And then we are going to change the blending mode and see if we can have a better look. Obviously we don't have anything better. I'll keep it like that and add a mask to our layer. Now we will remove some of the shadow that we added to the cloud. Okay, I think we are good like this. The next thing we are going to do is to select all of the layers except the background, and then Command G to group them together. We will name it Ice Cream. And then Command J to duplicate it. We will keep one of the copies just as a backup. I will hide it for now. Right click on this one, convert it to the smart object. Now Command J on this one to duplicate it. This version we are going to add noise to it. We will see if dissolve will work. Obviously it doesn't. I will make it normal again. Then I will go to the filters and I will add noise. The noise is 12 here. I will increase it a bit. Make it 23 and OK. We don't need noise on everything. I'm going to add a mask to this layer. And then we will remove the parts that we don't want noise on it. So I mostly want the noise to be on the edges. For that, I'm going to remove the noise in the middle. I'm just trying to make the noise less intense. I'll increase the opacity and remove it like this. Okay, I think we're almost there. The next thing, we are going to do the same for the background. Command J to duplicate it, add noise to it, and you are going to remove some part of it. Make sure that you add the mask before you paint. Just like this, you are making this noise less intense. Sorry. And like this, you are good. I will go back to the noise layer that we created now, select the mask layer, and I will remove some of the noise from this area. And that's all. Now I'm going to group all of these things together again. And I will name it final. Convert it to the smart object. And the last thing, you can go to the camera raw filter and add a preset that you have, or you can play with this color and create something that you like. And this will be the end of this lesson. Hope you enjoyed and learned something new. In the next lesson, I will give you a homework. See you there.